Hey, how'd you do? It's 2 a.m. and I'm working on a speed paint instead of sleeping. How are you doing? Hi, I'm back with another drawing video. This one is actually of Nezuko from Demon Slayer, and yeah, this is actually a drawing that's been on my drawing list for a really long time. It's just I haven't gotten around to it, so I don't know if anybody else does this, but whenever I have an idea for something that I want to draw, I actually write it down. So I keep all of my ideas on a single notepad on my phone, and I think the list has like 50 or 60 things on it. Now, I know full well that I'm not actually gonna get all of those done, but it is helpful for me just because whenever I finish a drawing, I can be like, oh, okay, what's the next thing that I want to work on? They're not chronological either. I'll kind of just go through it and be like, oh, this seems like the most fun thing to work on right now, and then, you know, I'll work on that, and then when I finish it, I'll clear it from the list and then add like 5 more things, and at least that's how it feels. Nezuko has actually been on there for a while. I think she has a really cool character design, you know, the bright pink, she doesn't have a very common character design, so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But the issue with that is, you know, the design is actually super intricate. There's a pattern in the kimono. Her hair is super long, wavy, and two-toned, and there's also a lot of overlap and layers. So I'm like, oh no. Now, I don't know about you guys, what you usually do for your drawings or the amount of layers that you actually use, but as far as a character goes, for me, I usually divide it anywhere from like 4 to 10. So like the head and the hair will be its own layer, you know, the entire body will be its own layer. If there's anything behind them, like you know, they have really long hair, the long wavy parts behind that. And then if they have an arm or leg or something in front, that'll be its own layer. So I just find that it's useful with painting to have as few layers as possible, just because, you know, there's less jumbling back and forth. The more you're able to contain things, the more you can actually edit them just as you're going. But again, it's just personal preference. Anyway, the point is, I usually use not a lot of layers for drawings, but if you're actually looking to the right, bottom right, you'll see that I actually have a lot of layers for this one. And that was just my brain being set on fire, because I'm like, there's so much overlap, there's so much going on. But yeah, this drawing in particular, since Nezuko's been on the list for a while, and I think she has a really cool character design, I kind of wanted to give it, you know, the special treatment, crank that drawing inspiration, which is also labeled pain, to 11, and then just try to get the drawing, you know, as well done as you can get it. Now, I wanted to go for something really atmospheric and scenic here, so, you know, it's just, oh, it's Nezuko vibing, chilling outside, kind of doing her own thing. I know she doesn't have a sword in her design, but it's Tanjiro's. She stole it. That's the canon. But yeah, it's funny because now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, huh, this totally looks like one of those lo-fi drawings. So, you know, if anybody's ever doing a lo-fi Demon Slayer video, just let me know. I got you. I'll hook you up with the art. That's this drawing, and I do actually like the way it turned out. I think in total it took like 10 hours, so wasn't as long as I was expecting, but like I said, I do like how it came out. You know, I wanted to give this one kind of the special treatment and make it like super vibey, and I feel like we did that. So I'm like, hey, all right, we didn't ruin it. That's a win. But yeah, if you see me, you know, popping in on the corner right there at the bottom right, that's just because I actually streamed a part of this. So I don't know how many people know, but I actually do stream twice on Twitch a week. So one will be an art stream, one will be a gaming stream, and yeah, they're pretty fun. So if you want to catch me while I'm actually working on this kind of stuff, I'll link that in the description as well. But yeah, this was super fun to work on. I'm kind of just putting in the pattern here. And also a thing that I wanted to do. So I know that, you know, YouTube prefers videos that are like 10 minutes long just for advertising or whatever reason. And because I'm not known for making great decisions, I'm like, I'm gonna ignore that. So I like the form of videos that are just, you know, shorter, sweeter, and to the point. It's just a 5-minute drawing video. I rant about nothing for 5 minutes, and then, you know, at the end of it, we've had a journey, we've had an adventure, and it's just an easier to digest kind of video. So I like these more than the 10 minutes ones, because, you know, when a video is 10 minutes long, I feel like, you know, for a speed paint, it's very good if you want to get informed about it. But honestly, if you have questions, just jump into a live stream and I'll tell you what I'm doing. But as far as commentary goes, it's easier for me to rant about nothing for 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make these speed paints a little bit shorter. If you have any questions or info about what I do or how I do something, I'll probably just make a tutorial for it. Or like I said, just catch me on a live stream or something and go and ask and be like, Skittles, how do you draw eyes? And then just throw things at me. Anyway, I hope you guys like the drawing, and I'll be back with another one whenever. I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's 2:15. It's 2:15 a.m. Bye.